So yesterday the Alabama game started about 7 o'clock. So at 6:41, his grandsons, two of them, I guess a grandson and a buddy, or two grandsons, parked right here in a silver truck. And historically, he's got them to do this so that when I get home at night, they come running out the door. I'm about to either walk and get out of my car and go up to unlock my door, or I'm at my door unlocking my door, and he sends them out to run straight. So they're over here to their car. So they're about 15 foot from me, and they're talking and laughing and slamming the doors and all that. So he's trained them to stalk. The sad thing is that Robbie, and Eric evidently don't know about, or don't care about, is that they're getting alcohol when they come over here. You know it. I mean, you'd be stupid to think that they're not drinking when they're over here. So you evidently know it. So he parks here in the silver truck, one of his grandsons and their friend or another grandson. And then this other one parks right up here on 45th, on the wrong side of the road, facing the wrong way, facing the oncoming traffic, in a black car with black windows. This crap has got to stop. I almost hit this car last night. It was just the grace of God that I didn't slam straight into it. I don't even know how I got around it without touching it, because it was right here facing Asbury, right at the edge of Asbury. I mean, it was just a miracle from God that I didn't slam into it. This is the car right there that was parked up there, illegally parked in the road, facing traffic, in the dark, with darked out windows and dark car. I mean, it's almost like it's an insurance scam. You want to get hits so you can collect some insurance. You're a scumbag. And you're a scumbag, Randy, because you get them to park over there so they can run out the door and harass me when I get home at night. The elderly woman that's disabled across the street, you train your grandsons to stalk and harass. You had another granddaughter parked here. You got two spaces parked there to park there. You got one in front of her car, and then had the driveway. But no, you get them to park right here so you can get them to run out the door and be right beside me when I'm getting out of my car and going in. This is the scumbag that you are. You've trained them to stalk. You're getting them over there to drink, and you're making, plans to harass me. More. I just went to the police about you 2 weeks ago. And for a while, you lay low when this kind of thing happens. And then after about 2 weeks, you start back up. So you're gearing back up. So when I get home last night, I stayed out a little bit later than normal. I don't know why, I just did. And when I get home at 10:30, they're still not gone. The game's over at about before 8 o'clock. And you got the pergola lights on. So I know you got them out there and you're drinking with them. Because you're a scumbag. It was 31 degrees last night. But you still are stalking and being stupid. So I get home at 10:30 and I pull in. And because this truck is parked there, and that, the truck is parked there, I know what's coming. So I back out. This is the harassment that you put me under. The elderly disabled lady across the street, I have to back out and leave because I don't feel safe in my yard because of you. You're a scumbag. You are a complete scumbag. You're a sad little man, a drunk. You're just a wicked, evil man. And that, it's sad that Ree and Robbie and Eric allow these kids to come over here around you. You're a very wicked, evil man. You're going to influence them to drink. You're going to influence them for evil. You're probably giving them drugs. This is who you are. You're a scumbag. So here's the grandson pulling in so he can be, and this is what Randy did, coached him to park over here. He could have parked in the driveway right there. He could have parked in front of her car. He could have parked behind her car, but no. Pull over here where you can harass the old woman when she's getting out of her car. So the game is over at 8 o'clock, and they're still waiting on me at 10:30. So here's one of the grandchildren, the grandsons and his friend, or another grandson, going in. And then the other one pulls up. Right there. That's the first two going in. The other one pulls up, and he goes in. When he leaves, he's got another person with him. I don't understand how that happened, but anyway, two go in, and then another one goes in, but four come out. But you'll see him pull up right there. So he pulls up right here. And that's probably the only saving grace I had, is he was just a little bit back far. If he'd have been right here, I would have slammed right into him. But he's facing this way and in the road, totally in the road. He's not off in the grass, but maybe about 2 inches. So the game's over since about before 8 o'clock, and it's 10:30, and they're sitting there waiting on me. That's what they're doing. They've done it before. They're waiting on me to come home. So I sense something that they're going to try something, so I back out and I take off, and it's just a miracle that I did not hit that car. I come back and get their tag and give it to the police. So that's me. And then I left and went somewhere just to wait and be away from them until they leave. So after I leave and call the police, then they leave. But they're obviously waiting on me. Like, we got to be out later. I got to make sure my grandsons are going out the door when they're leaving so we can stay out later than her. I can do it vicariously through my grandkids. So at 10:32 or so, I leave, because I don't feel safe around these people. And they wait, evidently, on me to come back. And 30 minutes later, almost, they come walking out. 2, 3, 4. See, it's odd. There was 3 that went in, but 4 came out. So I don't know if one came in that white car with one of the cousins, but staying out in the street. I mean, when a woman lives alone, it's a stupid and scary thing to have somebody be 15 foot from where you're walking in the door making noise. They know it too, and he knows it. He's evil and conspires all this stuff to do. He's a devious, wicked, evil man, and pulling his grandkids into it. Robbie, Eric, stop letting not your grands, but your sons come over here and take part in this drunk, evil man's stuff that he does. I just showed you a video just a couple of weeks ago of him backing out on me and shooting guns out the back door. And here you are letting these kids come over here and be influenced by this wicked, evil man. Why? Why? Why would you do that? So I don't even feel safe enough to come to my house. I'm waiting on them to leave. And he just keeps sitting there and sitting there and sitting there in his truck. Finally, he backs out. And 4 or 5 minutes later, I come home. I mean, this is just a hellish way to live because Randi is a wicked, evil, devious monster from hell. So here it is. It's 11:19 when I come home. Almost 11:30 because of this stupid, wicked, evil idiot from hell.